Welcome to Fourigami. Today we're making a crow or a raven, depending on which one you'd like to make. Like always, we're going to start with our square piece of paper. And the first thing we're going to do is to fold our paper in half. It doesn't matter which side you start on today. I'm going to fold it in half so that our points meet. Whenever you're doing origami, it's going to work best if you have really accurate, nice folds. So make sure you take your time. Don't need to go too fast. If I go too fast for you, you can always pause this video and push play when you've caught up. Okay, we're going to make one more fold, or two more, excuse me. We're going to fold our edges to meet each other. So fold it in half this way now. Unfold it, and same thing, so that you've got a line going across this way now. Okay, now this step is sort of tricky. Choose whichever side you want your finished project to be. If your paper is different colors on each side, I want my crow or raven to be black. So I'm going to make sure that I've got my black side facing up. Now what you want to do is find one of these diagonal lines that goes from point to point. And you're going to kind of push those in. So that you can flatten out this diamond shape against the other. Does that make sense? Let's do that again. Maybe from this side. We're going to take these lines and sort of push them in toward each other, and then down flat, so that we end up with this diamond shape or another little square. Now one side of this comes to a point and it's all closed off. The other side comes to a point, but it's all open. We're gonna have this open edge facing down toward us. Closed point up top. Now we're going to take one of these layers. We're going to fold it so that this edge comes to meet this middle line. Be careful not to fold over to the other side. If you're not going to get it exactly lined up, it's better to have a little bit of space. Keep it over on its own side. Same thing on this side. Okay. Now we're going to flip the whole thing over and do the same thing on this side. And then this edge coming into the middle. Okay, now this point we're going to fold down as far as we can go so that we make a new crease along this line here. gonna open that back up, flip the whole thing over, and do that same fold again, the opposite direction. Okay. Now this is probably the trickiest part of this whole fold, this whole origami craft. We're going to open up these two flaps, and then we're going to open the whole thing. So there's 2 layers of paper here that we folded. We're gonna take the top layer and pull that straight up. Now, the idea is that we're gonna fold this fold back down normally, but these folds, we're gonna fold inside out. So really take your time here. Really take your time to get these folds flipped inside out. I'm kind of flatten this down. So that it looks like this. And then, you guessed it, we're gonna flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Open up these flaps here. Pull up this top layer. And carefully flatten out our new diamond shape. Okay. We are almost done. Next, we're going to take this new point we've created and we're going to fold it all the way down to match with this point here. Then we're going to flip our whole thing over. This time, we're not going to do the same thing on this side. This is going to stay where it is. We're only going to fold this point a teeny bit. Maybe down about like that. Okay. Now we're going to fold each of these little points up. So we've got 2 sort of little legs here, and we're going to fold this side, this one, over to this side. And this one over to this side. Try to make them about even. Okay. Now, I'm gonna unfold this, and if you come over to this side, you'll see there's actually 2 layers here. I'm gonna flip this inside out. Make a new little fold in here. We want it to stick out straight that way. And we're going to do the same thing with this side. Okay. Now take the whole thing and fold it right in half. Now we just need to pull this little head out. I'm going to pull it out a little bit and then make a new fold right there. And there we have our crow or raven. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.